Hi, and welcome to Anne's Family Recipe. Today I'm making the best white cupcake recipe with vanilla buttercream frosting. Today's video is a very special Mother's Day collaboration with several of my friends here on YouTube, hosted by Sonia from the channel Domestic Diva 76. I'm going to have Sonia's channel along with everyone else participating linked in my description box below. This incredible white cupcake recipe comes from the blog Recipe Girl. I made this for my in-laws' 45th wedding anniversary and it was such a huge hit. I wanted to share it with you today for Mother's Day. The best part is it starts with a boxed white cake mix and you doctor it up with lots of tasty ingredients to make the best white cupcake you've ever had. To one package of white cake mix, I'm adding a cup of sugar and a cup of flour. Next, I'm adding 3/4 teaspoons of salt and then whisking it all together. The wet ingredients include 4 egg whites, 1 1/3 cups of water, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and 1 cup of sour cream, which makes these extra moist and a little bit tangy too. I used my electric hand mixer to beat this all together for 2 minutes. Then I lined 2 muffin tins with 24 paper cupcake liners. And I don't have an ice cream scoop at the moment, mine broke, so I thought maybe I could use a ladle, and it worked out perfectly. I had kind of a smaller size one, but I was able to fill the paper liners fairly neatly, about 3/4 of the way up. This recipe makes at least 24 cupcakes. I had a little bit of extra batter left over. These bake at 325 degrees for about 18 minutes. You want to watch them carefully because they're not going to really turn golden brown on top, and of course you don't want to overbake them. So I would start maybe checking around the 15-minute mark, stick a toothpick into one of the cupcakes, and once it comes out clean, they're done. For the vanilla buttercream frosting, I used my classic recipe, which starts with 2 sticks of softened unsalted butter. But I had read a couple recipes online for whipped buttercream, so I decided to implement that technique while making my frosting this day. So I whipped the butter in my electric mixer with the whisk attachment for 8 minutes, and it got super light and fluffy. Then to that, I added 3 cups of sifted powdered sugar, just a little bit at a time, whisking in between each addition. And once I'd added in all the powdered sugar, I scraped down the sides of my mixer and added a pinch of salt, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and just a splash of milk, just about a teaspoon to start. You don't want the frosting to get too runny. Of course, you can always add some extra powdered sugar to it if it does, but just be very cautious adding the milk, a little bit at a time until you have the desired consistency. And you can see this makes a really light and fluffy buttercream frosting. I allowed my cupcakes to cool completely, and then I got out my piping bag to decorate the tops with frosting. Now this is by no means an official tutorial on how to use a piping bag, but basically you put the little insert inside the bag and then you have the little coupler where you put whatever tip you want to use and screw it onto your bag, and then I like to plop mine into a glass and open it up so it's easier to put the frosting inside. And on this day, I just chose a star tip and went all around the perimeter of the cupcake, kind of spiraling inwards until I had a pretty little design. And this is a really fun activity for the kids to help with too. That was good, Ben. Is that good?
Now can I eat my cupcake? Can I have a little more frosting?
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Anne's Family Recipe, and give this video a thumbs up if you like what I shared with you today. Thank you so much for joining me here in my kitchen, and I'll see you again soon with another family recipe.
Happy Mother's Day!